Hello everybody, today is actually an exciting day. As you know, yesterday was the Apple keynote where they released the iPhones and the watches. It was really impressive to watch, and let me share some news with you. So to start off, let's start with the Apple Watch, which got completely redesigned with a much more rounded and nicer display that's also larger, so that's a nice change. But the watch is actually not larger, it's just the screen that's enlarged and rounded. With different changes on the Apple Watch, like the ECG, which you can now take from your wrist, so it can help you find diseases in your heart. It can tell you if you're in AFib, and it just warns you if your heart's going irregularly or if there's a problem. Now the crown was changed. It's now a tactic digital crown which can turn, which you can do many things with as well. So very small changes here. Now all the apps were reworked as well to work that you can have multiple icons on one screen. The speaker is louder, so that's better for phone calls or even for replies from Siri. The microphone was placed on the other side, which will reduce the interference during phone calls, which is a great new feature. The processor was also completely redesigned for the S4, which is 2 times faster than the previous watch. Then the new fall detection feature, which detects a fall, and if you don't react within a minute, it's gonna call the emergency. And this is as well FDA approved, which is very impressive. That means just the Apple Watch was focused on all health related things. Now the iPhone XS, which is one of the new iPhones that came out, has a more durable glass, so it's like one of the most durable glasses in the world, which is actually impressive, right? And also the big news that we have, it's IP68 water resistant up to 2 meters for 30 minutes. So this is a Super Retina display as well, with actually the contrast ratio going up, which is quite impressive. The iPhone XS Max is one of the biggest phones that they have right now. It's a 6.5-inch display, so it takes great advantage of films and games. So also the speakers have been improved with a wide stereo sound, so if you're playing games you can actually play them without headphones now, and it's just really impressive as a feature. Face ID was improved and more secure, so you'll have some improvements there, and it's more secure than ever, so don't be scared using Face ID. The chip was one of the most impressive things that changed. It's an A12 7nm chip, which is impressive. Now listen to the stats. So this one is a 6.9 trillion transistors, which is 15% faster and 40% more efficient for the high-end one, and then it has 5 trillion transistors, and that's 50% more efficient for the low end one. So it's actually really impressive, and it has more transistors than on the A11 chip, which had only 600 billion. So this is actually such an increase for a phone. Now that also allows Apple to have 512 gigabytes of storage. Other improvements like the camera, which actually has now a 12 megapixel wide angle camera and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera on the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max, also has improvements to the image signal processor. Now they added another feature, which is Smart HDR, which basically means it takes a bunch of pictures and combines them together, giving you the perfect photos and a greater dynamic range. The bokeh effect also changed, which is actually very impressive, where you can adjust the bokeh effect after you have taken the picture. So you take a picture with the bokeh effect, just go into your settings on the camera and you can just adjust in each picture the bokeh effect you want to have. There are some video improvements, but it's not that big as I expected. No changes into the resolution or anything like that. The sensor is 2 times faster, which will give better videos. There's a better low light and better stereo sound due to as well the speakers, so you really can capture better audio just from your iPhone. Now, there's 30 minutes more battery life on the iPhone XS and 1.5 hours more on the iPhone XS Max. So that's actually really a lot of battery time extra. Another great feature they added in these phones, in the iPhone XS and XS Max, is the dual SIM technology, which can help you have two phone numbers in just one phone. What I did not expect was the iPhone XR, which I have no idea why it's XR, and that's something that they did not mention, but it looks kind of like the iPhone 5C when they had all these colors, so maybe they should have named it iPhone XC, but maybe that doesn't just sound right. But it's just gorgeous with all of its colors, the yellow one, the blue one, the red one, the silver one, the space gray. Just the video was really impressive and it showed all the colors, which was really impressive, and it can be a nice change to have. It still has an advanced LCD display, which they call the Liquid Retina because they had to adjust it to have it like borderless, but it still has a lower resolution compared to the iPhone XS and XS Max. Face ID was improved as well, and you get to keep the A12 chip, so there's no difference there. The phone has a single sensor camera, which is still very capable, and it still has all the features included, like the bokeh effect and all these kind of effects, and even smart HDR, and you still have the 12 megapixel wide angle lens, so you're not losing a lot here. Now it has 1.5 hours more battery compared to the iPhone 8 Plus, which is a lot more battery for me at least, and haptic touch has been added to replace 3D touch, so potentially 3D touch is gone, but we don't know that. Now you can pre-order these iPhones on Friday, which is tomorrow, and you get it on September 21st for the United States and a few other countries, but worldwide it's available September 28th. I believe that the iPhone XR will be very popular because of its price at only $749 and with a 256GB max. The iPhone XS will start at $999 and the iPhone XS Max will start at $1,099. So it's really great to see these three new phones. I will be getting probably the XR or the XS, I'm not sure yet, but it's just been an impressive year for Apple and many new changes. But I was expecting a little bit more, even though we should not complain. There was a lot changed, but hopefully next year it's going to be even better. So see you later.